All right, we're back after the interview with Michael Henry. We have one more interview tonight ahead of tomorrow's elections. We have a Republican candidate running for Congress out in Queens named Paul King. He was at the rally over the weekend in Little Guyana, and he was interested in the program, and he offered to come on tonight. So, given his offer, we'll have him on just now. He seems to be very interested in the community. So we'll see what he has to say ahead of tomorrow's elections. I hope you enjoyed the Michael Henry interview. That was, I think, a very special thing. I like to see when Guyanese interests and New York politics can collide together and see that the Guyanese American community could have a voice. So I thank everybody who's shown interest and tuned in. We had 15,000 views for the other video recently, so covering that rally, which I thought was quite remarkable. It was something that was lovely to see, and we hope to see more of that in the future. So we will just wait a little bit for Paul King to come on in a few minutes. He's scheduled to appear tonight. So we will see if Paul King is there. So in terms of the races on the ballot tomorrow, many New Yorkers, you'll see the governor's race between Kathy Hochul and Lee Zeldin, which is a very close race right now. And that race is also seen as a toss-up within the margin of error, just like the Letitia James Michael Henry race. You have some other races going on, which, to be frank, are not seen as such toss-ups, such as the Chuck Schumer race that it's seen as Schumer is likely to win. He's running against a candidate named Joe Pinion. Joe Pinion, though, was kind enough to come out to our community and campaign this past weekend. There's the state comptroller race with Paul Rodriguez. He also campaigned. That should be a interesting one to follow as well, because if you follow that governor and attorney general close, comptroller will possibly be close as well. Then we have in your local areas, you'll have your state senate races, your state assembly races, your races for U.S. Congress. Those will be interesting to follow as well, because while normally New York tends to go Democrat, the fact that this is a red wave election year, those can be some very interesting races as the night goes on. For example, some races in upstate New York that typically go Democrat are predicted to go Republican, and Bill Clinton was out campaigning in some of those areas recently because of that fear that those races might flip. It's a very interesting thing about the U.S. political system, the midterm election. It's something that isn't really seen too many other areas of the world, but I think it's frankly a remarkable part of American democracy that you have the split between the election of certain branches of government. So every 4 years, like 2016, 2020, 2024, you'll have your general election where the presidency is elected. The Senate, a third of the Senate's up for grabs. The entire House is up for grabs, as well as certain governor races. But then every 2 years, in between the presidency elections, such as 2018, 2014, 2022, tomorrow, you have election for all the House races, a third of the Senate races, and many governor races across the country. And that often forms a check and balance on the incumbent president. And that has separated America from other countries, where in other countries you have an election process, one party wins, they dominate. In America, one party wins, they have to moderate as they tend to lose a midterm election. For example, Bill Clinton won 1992, the Democrat House, Democrat Senate as well. 1994, you have the Republican Revolution under Newt Gingrich. Republicans win the House. Republicans under Bob Dole won back the Senate majority, and they forced Bill Clinton to go back to the center. And you had a moderate Bill Clinton as president for largely the rest of his term there. 2002 is an exception because of the post 9/11 environment. The Republicans tended to hold on there. But if you look at the Barack Obama 2008, the Obama landslide, Democrat House, Democrat Senate, 2 years in, Republicans win the House and the Senate. John Boehner was the Speaker of the House who won for the Republicans there, and provides a check and balance on the Obama administration. Donald Trump wins in 2016. Nancy Pelosi's House Democrats win 2018 and provide a check and balance on the Trump presidency. So Joe Biden won the 2020 election. Tomorrow, you will likely see the checks and balances of the American system play out, where we'll likely see a Republican House majority, Republican Senate majority, and if for those who believe Biden may have gone a bit too far in terms of liberal policies, you'll see him have to moderate and work with a potential Senate majority leader, Mitch McConnell. So that's on the federal level, but if we see on the state level as well, you'll see some interesting results. So you have many Guyanese who live in Florida. Ron DeSantis is the governor there. He'll likely win Florida as a Republican. But then the interesting thing about this election, you could see how much of a wave it's expected to be, is that it's not just the swing states that are usually there, like the Florida, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania. It's not just those states that are in contention right now. The fact that solid Democrat states like New York are in contention right now shows how much that wave could be, because the fact that Democrats have to play defense in New York, the fact that the sitting President Joe Biden had to be campaigning in New York last night, it takes away the Democrats' ability to go on offense in the other states, and Republicans will likely end up winning tomorrow night. And for the most part, it'll be a very interesting election to watch tomorrow night. I hope that no matter which way you intend to vote, you go out and you vote tomorrow, exercise your democratic right, and watch the election results as they come in tomorrow. We are still waiting for Mr. Paul King to come on. He was invited to come on tonight. I don't know if maybe we could do a quick commercial break and we'll call him in the meantime. Devin. Yeah.
Celebrating an anniversary, renewing your vows, birthdays, bachelor or bachelorette parties, groups or conferences, then let Globespan organize an all-inclusive vacation trip that suits your occasion. With 28 years of experience in the business, Globespan will tailor a package or cruise that suits all your needs for all occasions. Speak to our vacation experts and let them guide you. Call Russell or Allison to book your groups and special occasions, packages, or conferences. Call 212-243-0865. That's 212-243-0865. All From One Supplier is pleased to announce its online shipping for West Indian and American groceries. Order online at allfromonesupplier.com and with free shipping and deliveries to any part of the United States. Save time and energy to shop for all of your West Indian groceries from the safety of your home or office. We carry West Indian products like curry powders, meats and fish, dashing bush, pepper sauce, sodas, and your favorite snacks. All From One Supplier has it all. All From One Supplier fulfills and ships your order directly to you. So visit All From One Supplier today to start shopping, or call All From One Supplier at 718-551-3292 to handle all of your West Indian grocery needs. That's All From One Supplier, 718-551-3292. Free shipping, free deliveries, or curbside pickup from allfromonesupplier.com.
Well, Paul King did not show up tonight, so we're just going to end the program just now. But once again, thank you on behalf of everybody at Globespan, our wonderful producer Devin, the owner Nohar Singh, and our other hosts, Charles Sugrum and Ascot Rose, earlier in the program. Thank you to all the viewers for tuning in tonight. We hope you have a good night, and we hope you follow Election Day closely tomorrow. Exercise your right to vote, and we wish you all a very good night. Best wishes.